Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today. Let me start with a question. If you were told you might be missing out on hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars each year from Social Security, wouldn't you want to know more? For millions of people, that's been the case for years due to rules that reduce their benefits. But what if I told you there's now a major change that could mean more money in your pocket, possibly even a lump sum payment? Sounds good, right? So, we're talking about a new law that's set to fix some long-standing issues and how Social Security benefits are calculated. Today, I'll explain what these changes mean, who stands to benefit the most, and when you can expect the increases in back pay to start. Whether you've worked in public service, rely on spousal benefits, or just want to make sure you're getting every dollar you're owed, this is important. Now, let's get into the details. The Social Security Fairness Act was signed into law earlier this month, and it eliminates two policies that have been in place for decades: the Windfall Elimination Provision, WEP, and the Government Pension Offset, GPO. If you've never heard of these before, they are rules that reduce Social Security benefits for certain public servants like teachers, police officers, and federal employees who also earn pensions from work not covered by Social Security. These policies often felt unfair, leaving people with lower than expected benefits despite years of hard work. So what's changing? If your benefits were reduced because of the WEP, you'll now see that reduction removed. The same goes for the GPO, which affected spousal and survivor benefits. This means more money in your pocket, whether it's from your own Social Security retirement benefits or those based on a spouse's work record. And here's something exciting. The changes are retroactive to January 2020. This means, in addition to higher monthly benefits moving forward, eligible beneficiaries will receive back pay for any missed increases starting from last year. Now, you might be asking, when is all this going to happen? Here's where things get a little complicated. The Social Security Administration, SSA, is responsible for implementing these changes. And because this affects millions of people, it's not something that can happen overnight. They'll need to update their systems and processes to reflect the new rules, which could take time. Here's an important update. Lawmakers are already stepping in to make sure the SSA acts quickly. In fact, GOP lawmakers, including House Ways and Means Committee Chairman Jason Smith, recently sent a letter to the SSA urging them to provide clear guidance on how they plan to implement the changes and deliver immediate relief to those impacted. This letter emphasizes the need for swift action, asking the SSA to outline when beneficiaries can expect their increased payments and what steps, if any, they'll need to take to ensure their benefits are adjusted properly. So far, the SSA hasn't provided a timeline for when payments will reflect the changes, but there are a few things you can do right now to prepare. Update your information. Make sure your contact information, like your mailing address and direct deposit details, is up to date in your Social Security account. If you don't have an account yet, now is a great time to set one up at ssa.gov. It's quick, free, and will ensure you don't miss any important updates or payments. Understand potential increases. The exact amount your benefits might increase will depend on your individual situation. For example, if you're a retiree under the Civil Service Retirement System, CSRS, who also worked enough years in jobs covered by Social Security, you could see a significant bump in your benefits. But if you've already met certain exceptions to the WEP or GPO in the past, your payments might not change much. It all comes down to the specifics of your work history and retirement plan. Spousal or survivor benefits. The repeal of the GPO means that spousal benefits will no longer be reduced if they're higher than your own earned benefit. This change ensures that you'll receive whichever amount is greater without penalty. For retirees who rely on spousal or survivor benefits, this could make a noticeable difference in their monthly income. Now, let's discuss back pay. Since the law is retroactive to January 2020, eligible beneficiaries will receive a lump sum payment covering the months since then. Think of it like getting reimbursed for the benefits you should have received under the new rules. But again, patience is key here. The SSA needs time to calculate these amounts accurately and process the payments. And here's something else to keep in mind. If you've never applied for Social Security benefits but think you might be eligible under the new rules, this is a perfect time to explore your options. Whether it's your own retirement benefits, spousal benefits, or even survivor benefits, the Fairness Act has opened up new possibilities for many people. The SSA has resources to help you determine your eligibility and start the application process. This change didn't happen overnight. It's the result of years of advocacy by groups like the National Active and Retired Federal Employees Association, who have long argued that these policies unfairly penalize public servants. While it's going to take time to fully implement the repeal, it marks an important step toward fairness and financial security for millions of families. So what's next? Keep an eye out for updates from the SSA. Lawmakers have asked them to provide more details by mid-January, and will be keeping track of any announcements as they come in. In the meantime, double-check your information, stay informed, and don't hesitate to reach out to Social Security if you have questions. Thanks for spending time with me today. I hope this helped clarify what the Social Security Fairness Act means for you and what you can expect moving forward. If you found this helpful, let me know your thoughts or questions in the comments, and I'll do my best to respond. Until next time, take care and stay informed. Additional insights on the Social Security Fairness Act. The Social Security Fairness Act represents a significant shift in how Social Security benefits are calculated for public servants. Historically, the Windfall Elimination Provision, WEP, and the Government Pension Offset, GPO, were introduced to prevent individuals from receiving disproportionately high Social Security benefits when they also had pensions from non-Social Security-covered employment. However, these provisions often resulted in unintended consequences, reducing benefits for dedicated public servants who had long contributed to their communities. Research-based impact. Economic boost for public servants. Studies have shown that eliminating WEP and GPO can lead to an increase in disposable income for retirees, which in turn can stimulate local economies. According to the Urban Institute, retirees receiving higher Social Security benefits are likely to spend more on goods and services, benefiting small businesses and overall economic activity. Improved financial stability. The removal of these provisions enhances financial stability for retirees, reducing the risk of poverty among elderly public servants. The National Bureau of Economic Research, NBER, highlights that higher guaranteed income through Social Security contributes to better health outcomes and increased longevity among beneficiaries. Encouraging public service. By addressing these long-standing issues, the Fairness Act may also encourage more individuals to pursue careers in public service. Knowing that their Social Security benefits will not be unfairly reduced can make public sector jobs more attractive, potentially alleviating shortages in critical areas like education and law enforcement. Administrative efficiency. Implementing these changes requires significant updates to the SSA's administrative systems. Research from the Government Accountability Office, GAO, indicates that while the transition may pose short-term challenges, the long-term benefits include streamlined processes and reduced complexity in benefit calculations. Retroactive benefits and financial planning. The retroactive nature of the Fairness Act allows beneficiaries to receive back pay, which can aid in financial planning and provide much-needed relief. Financial analysts recommend that beneficiaries use these additional funds to pay down debts, invest in long-term assets, or bolster emergency savings, thereby enhancing their overall financial resilience. Future policy implications. The successful implementation of the Social Security Fairness Act may set a precedent for future policy reforms aimed at ensuring equity and fairness within the Social Security system. Policymakers may look to this act as a model for addressing other disparities and improving the system's responsiveness to the needs of its beneficiaries. Looking forward, as the Social Security Fairness Act begins to take effect, beneficiaries are encouraged to stay informed and proactive in managing their benefits. Engaging with financial advisors, utilizing SSA resources, and participating in advocacy groups can further ensure that public servants receive the full benefits they deserve. Additionally, ongoing research and data collection will be essential in evaluating the Act's effectiveness and guiding future reforms to the Social Security system. By addressing these critical areas, the Social Security Fairness Act not only rectifies historical inequities but also strengthens the financial foundation for millions of American families, ensuring a more secure and equitable retirement landscape for all.